Well, hello there, everybody. It's Andrew from MAO Magic, and I'm here with Slickwraps, the case. I'm not sure why it's the case, but that's what they're going by, so that's what we're going to go with. This is all USA made, which is always nice for the people who care about that kind of stuff. There's anything fancy here, so it is kind of nice that it is made in the US, which probably attributes to the slightly higher price tag than you pay probably for, kind of these snap-on plastic cases. That said, it's about $35 for this Cosmostache case. And this is, though, possibly a little bit better than a lot of the other ones that I've seen, possibly at the Apple Store, kind of like the NCPO and a few of the other in-case models. It's got about the same quality, but it's got a few cool features with it. So let's kind of look at everything you've got here. Basically, you have some actual wrap stickers here. You have the microfiber cloth and the screen protector, always good, as well as the case itself. So the case is kind of the main thing here. It's kind of got that mustache, which is popular lately, and it's also kind of got this cool Cosmo look to it, which is actually kind of neat. I prefer the Cosmo over the stash, but that's besides the point. The back is basically like a sticker put onto like a stock case that they have, so I'm pretty sure like the case would be the same amongst models, and you just replace the sticker, or they replace the sticker with whatever model they're selling, as well as the wraps. It does have a nice little logo on the side, no biggie. The side cutouts I do appreciate. A lot of times I try to put like a little bar across the top to connect those, which is never like, it always breaks every time. So I kind of like that they just cut that straight out instead of trying to put a hole there with a thin piece of plastic along the top. And it does have this really grippy feel to it, which is really nice. Like it feels good for being nothing more than a piece of plastic. So that's the case. It's not that hard to put on. There's no like installation guide here. Just stick it on your phone. Just push it together, and it just, unless you're putting it upside down, don't put it upside down. There's like a hole. You should be able to figure that part out. But anyway, what I was kind of surprised with, and I didn't quite realize when they sent this to me, is there's actually not just the case. There's some wraps that go with it, which is pretty sweet. So we're going to go ahead and put those on, which is similar to the Slickwraps that they also sell. These are a little bit thinner, but it's the same thing. They're basically stickers with some like 3M adhesive, removable adhesive on the back, so that when it's removed, there is no residue left on your phone. So we can go ahead and put the top part on, and it's a little bit thinner, so it's a little bit, I feel like it's not as, I feel like it's more pliable. It's like stretchier kind of than the other one, which could make it a little bit more difficult to put on because it can kind of get bunched together. So be careful when you're adhering this compared to like the Slickwraps, like the carbon fiber series, which is a little bit tougher and more plasticky. This is more like stickery, if that's a thing. Is that an adjective? I think that's an adjective. We're going to give myself credit for that one. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and put this on, start at the top, work your way down, or vice versa if you want to start with the home button. But I feel like it was easier to start with the top because I had more things to line up, which I feel like makes it more exact when I'm moving my way down the phone. And if you noticed, all these stickers match like the theme and the color and stuff of the case. So these would be like this is like the designer series of their cases, and it covers all the spots that the case doesn't. So like for instance, the back of the phone, where the camera cutout is, we have a little sticker. So you want to make sure this is very exact. You don't want to have any sticker in your pictures or covering up your mic, or you're going to get very silent movies. So we're going to go ahead and hear that. And the same goes with the ones on the bottom and the sides. And make sure you have all of these aligned correctly. There is an appropriate orientation. So like for the one on the bottom, make sure that it's wider on the one side where the case is. So if you line them up, well, I guess this would be the top, but make sure it's wider, like where the case is wider, so that when it's put together, it covers all of the areas of your phone the case doesn't. So you can go ahead and slide these on here. And I am worried, I haven't got to use it very long, but I would worry that cases like this have a tendency to trap dirt in them, and I wonder if these stickers would lend themselves to more dirt being collected because they're stickers, or if they would maybe make it seal tighter and prevent more debris from collecting in the back of your phone. I think in the long run it would probably end up being better because it is covering more of your phone and preventing smaller scratches and dirt to be being like rubbed in there. So in the long run, this is probably a cleaner case. Now this isn't the only case that Slickwraps offers. They have some interesting ones, like one with a corkboard on the back, some wood models that are actually really pretty, but this seems to be one of the more popular ones because of the whole mustache thing going on. But I really did like, this seems a lot more original than just the Slickwraps, like your other line of skins, because a lot of people can do skins. This is nice because they combine the skins and the case to have like a full theme for your phone. Like how these cover up all of the areas that the case doesn't. And I think that's a really cool idea that I haven't seen a lot before on some of the other cases that are like in the same price range, like 35 bucks or so. So it was nice to see something a little bit more original coming from this than I've seen with a lot of other models. That said, you go ahead and just put it all back together the same you did the first time. Just push it together. Mine didn't really click, which kind of worried me that it was going to kind of pop off maybe. But it does just kind of go on there, and it feels like it's sturdy, but I do worry that maybe it would pop off if I dropped it or something like that. But I'm not doing a drop test because I only have one phone to test these on. As you can see, there is now that kind of starry Cosmo picture in all those areas that are not covered. And it actually looks pretty good. This is definitely an interesting case if you really like those full themes for your phones. So it's pretty cool. I really like on the back, especially where the camera cutout is located, we have that sticker that we put on. And if you notice, it matches with the back. So it's kind of cool that there's the case and the sticker to really, have a theme going through there. I really like that. It seemed like a decent attention to detail for, kind of a really basic case. That said, this is the Designer Series case from Slickwraps, $35. It's a basic case. If you like, these kind of snap-on cases that are a little bit different, check it out.